The Effects of Climate Change and Human Pollution on Florida's Coastal Waterways by Gabriela Canabal. Red tide, ocean acidification, and coral bleaching are merely a few of the issues afflicting the waters off of Florida's coasts. With the excess carbon dioxide emissions polluting the world's atmosphere, the surplus of nutrients entering coastal waters from different types of runoff, in addition to human neglect, as well as the increase of global temperature, problems were bound to occur. Red tides are large-scale blooms of algae called Karenia brevis, which contain toxins attacking marine life's nervous systems. It occurs naturally and usually appears annually in the Gulf of Mexico from Texas to Florida and in the Atlantic from Florida to North Carolina. However, with an increase in the amount of pollution and nutrient-rich runoff infiltrating coasts, the severity of the blooms have increased at alarming rates. The increased magnitude of red tide has caused marine life to migrate from their usual Florida habitats to escape it, harming the economy through negatively affecting the Florida fishing companies and through causing tourism to decline. In addition to affecting marine life, humans can also be targeted by red tide with symptoms such as tightness of chest, wheezing, and shortness of breath for the lower respiratory tract, as well as eye and throat irritation, nasal congestion, and cough for the upper respiratory tract. Coral bleaching and ocean acidification both are results of increased sea surface temperature and a rise in the ocean's pH levels. As the little cartoon depicts to the lower right, the ocean absorbing carbon dioxide may seem great, but isn't in actuality. When CO2 mixes with the ocean, the product is acid. If too much CO2 is absorbed by the ocean, then the unnaturally high acidity can dissolve seashells, bleach corals, as seen in the upper left picture, and harm some marine life senses. The increase of temperature of the ocean is a direct result of climate change. These heightened temperatures can also cause an overexposure to sunlight, bleaching corals. Once the corals are bleached, they begin to disintegrate, leaving nothing behind. The first main cause behind all of these problems facing Florida's coasts are four different types of runoff: agricultural, urban, forest, and point source runoff. Agricultural runoff includes manure, nutrients, and pesticides. Urban runoff contains oil, gas, acid, and chemicals. Forest runoff has sediment and pathogens from animal fecal matter. And point source runoff holds sewage, chemicals, and carcinogens. The second main cause of Florida's coastal issues is climate change. Climate change is a broad range of global phenomena created largely by burning fossil fuels, which adds heat-trapping gases to Earth's atmosphere. The diagram in the slide portrays how human activities create excess atmospheric carbon dioxide. This CO2 leads to the greenhouse effect and ocean acidification. The greenhouse effect is a catalyst for increased atmospheric disturbances, like storms, and increased ocean temperature. All of these factors are causes of disruptions of coastal ecosystems, urging marine life to migrate as well as harming corals. In order to decrease the severity of red tides along Florida's coasts, the amount of excess nutrient runoff needs to be determined first and foremost, so that limitations on products, such as fertilizers, can be put in place. The United States Environmental Protection Agency is already utilizing satellite tools to achieve this. The satellite remote sensing currently uses low Earth orbiting satellites to derive ocean color products on a global scale and at frequent revisit intervals. Where marine life populations in the area are concerned, recovery efforts are already underway. As seen in the upper right picture, where there was a community release of redfish and snook back into red tide affected zones. The main solution to pollution is people. If people do their own part to end pollution, then so many issues can be solved. A few simple things that humans can do is not dump trash in or around rivers, clean and maintain septic systems properly, follow all water laws and regulations that are already in place, dispose of pesticides, chemicals, cooking fats, and oils properly, contacting legislators in their area, and educating others about living a more sustainable life. Similar to solution to pollution, the main solution to climate change, once again, is people. The beginning steps to changing the world start with reusing, reducing, and recycling. Then comes driving less, using energy-efficient appliances, reducing use of lawn and garden chemicals, disposing of chemicals properly, and doing your part by joining beach and waterway cleanups. In the end, there is no quick fix to the problems afflicting Florida's waterways. However, with the hard work and dedication of scientists and regular people alike, in time, these wrongs can be righted once again.